All right, hey you guys. So I know this title is like really crazy, but this is part of my life, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I share so much with you guys. Why not share this? Let me kind of explain to you how I got here. 3 days ago, I got my period, or what looked to be my period. I was basically spotting. I feel like I have a weave on. It's so itchy. So I wore a pad. I'm normally a tampon girl, TMI, but I was like, it's fine just for today. I'll go buy some tomorrow. And then I did that. If you guys follow my vlogs, you guys would see that I went to go buy, tampons with Faith, and I was like being silly with her, whatever. I got home and still I hadn't like started a heavy normal period. So I was like, okay, fine. So I didn't like use a tampon. I used a pad still. And then the next morning it was completely gone. So I showered and I put a pad on and I was like, okay, maybe it's just taking a while to get here. And yeah, it was completely gone. And I was just like, what the heck's going on here? So then yesterday evening, I realized that it was completely gone. Like I still haven't got a period, so I stopped wearing a pad, and I never used my tampons. I thought that I would go buy a pregnancy test for baby number 6. If you guys don't know, I lost my daughter a day before her due date, so I did give birth to her, so if she was still alive, she would be here. Obviously, wait, that doesn't make sense. That would be baby number 6 for me, so I'm gonna say baby number 6 even though I have 4 kids living. I just want to take a test and just I just want to know if I'm pregnant or not. I'm not planning to be, but sometimes it happens, even if you're protecting yourself, it happens. And I'm gonna go take the test. All right, you guys, so there is a test. I haven't looked yet. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. Okay. I just sat it on the table. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. So I just sat it on the table. I haven't looked. I'm using an Equate test. I used it with all my pregnancies. It's pretty accurate. Yeah, this is interesting. This is a little different than anything I ever do. Results in just 2 minutes. Okay, I think maybe another like minute or whatever. But it's funny because when I found out that I was pregnant with Ricky, I remember I was feeling like really pregnant, and I went to go buy a test at Walmart, and I actually went inside the restroom stall because I couldn't wait. Yeah, I took it inside the restroom by myself, and I found out I was pregnant, and I was so happy. So I went to go buy Rick this little jewelry box, and I put the pregnancy test in there, and I came home, and he had worked really late that night, so he was still in bed, and I was like, hey, like, look, I got a present for you. He's like, you got me a watch? What did you get me, a bracelet? He opened it, and it was a pregnancy test, and we were both really, really happy. So you can only imagine, like, how it was when we lost her. Like, it was so hard. And anytime anything has to do with pregnancy around me, like, that's where my head goes. So when I found out I was pregnant with Enrique 4 months after, it's actually really crazy. Like, I haven't told you guys this. I lost Ricky 1 day before her due date. I was so depressed, and I felt like I wanted to have another baby. And me and Rick decided, like, hey, let's wait, and when it happens, it'll happen. It was 3 months that I got pregnant again. I was so happy, but I was still scared because I had just lost Ricky. I was like, what if the same thing happens? So I went to the doctor, and they're like, okay, you're 4 weeks. So then I went back to the doctor the next week. They wanted to keep a close eye on me because I had gone through, and they told me that my blood was dropping. I had just lost Ricky. I'm going through a possible miscarriage. They sent me to a specialist. They couldn't tell me anything at the specialist to do like a thorough ultrasound. Then my doctor tells me, like, you're losing the baby. We're going to let the baby fall out natural. I come home. I'm waiting to miscarry. I go back to the doctor. They tell me my blood's rising. It was just so confusing. They're like, come back next week. They give me an ultrasound. They're like, well, you're pregnant. And that's how I got pregnant with Enrique. Enrique was a miracle, you guys. We don't know, like, if it was a twin. Like, I don't know. It could have been a twin because we were able to see Enrique's, like, male part so quick. And because I had 4 pregnancies with 4 different ultrasounds and like a shitload of ultrasounds in between, I know what I'm looking at when I look at ultrasounds. I know I'm looking at a little girl, there. I knew the difference. And when I saw Enrique's little private part, I was like, what is that little white line? And she told me, and she goes, it's a boy. And I was like, oh my God. But the pregnancy was just so stressful because I was just like, I was scared, you know, I was so scared. But he's here, you know, he's here. So anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Anytime I think of pregnancy, that's where my mind goes. I'm scared. And yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's check this test. Let's see. Okay, I'm not pregnant. Okay, so I'm not pregnant. That's awesome. And if I was pregnant, that would be awesome too. I would make it work, you know. I would just be scared. But yeah, okay, so I'm not pregnant. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching. I am sorry for wasting your time. I might not even put this up. Yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you on my next vlog. Now I can't blame like all my fat on being pregnant. Now I know it's me. I can't be like, oh, it's because I was pregnant. No, it's me. Bye, guys.